hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too. Just come curl up. Even if your week has been great, then you come curl up anyway, because we're going to have a Sleepy Bunny episode. If you were good last week, you stayed awake the whole time. And so if you want to be an extra good bunny, this week we'll put this on when it's time to go to sleep, or to take a nap, or if you just need to space out from the world and be held by a man who really loves you, who's strong and sturdy, will always be here, is wise and powerful, all the good things. And that's what we're going to do this week. Super, super relaxed. Turn off your brain, little bunny. This is a little bubble of peace. You don't have to do anything. Nothing you need to plan for or figure out. Your brain can just This is what you need to do right now, is listen to me and do nothing. That's the best thing you could possibly do in your life right now. You want to be good for your life and useful, then just and I will take care of the rest, little bunny. But before you fall asleep, I have to give you the pitch that please, little bunny, if I ever need to contact you, like to announce something incredibly awesome that is currently in the works. Oh, it's so good. I do not want to try and reach you from trying to make a viral social media video. Or I don't want to cross my fingers that you listen to the particular podcast episode where I tell you. I want your email address, little bunny, because it's certain that I can reach you when I need to say hi to you. 1 second. Okay. So you can find that in the episode description of this podcast episode. There is a link. And do this even if you are listening from the Patreon, because I want to announce it through the email list. Take the time, put in your little bunny email address, and you'll be so grateful. And I will be so grateful because you will help me do something very cool and spread the word and test things out. This is more than just a little piece of fiction, little bunny. I'm being too cryptic. So let's get back. Shh, enough. Yes, you've put in the email like a good little bunny. Thank you, little bunny. And if you don't do it this time, promise yourself and promise me you'll do it next time you turn this on to be a good sleepy bunny. And now, on an equally important note, is I have some tea that I'm desperate to pour. And I'm also in a creaky chair. Can you hear the chair go creaky, creaky, creaky? Think of it as a story chair. I'm not in my desk chair tonight. I'm in a little corner of my studio. I've got a lit candle. It really feels like I've got you by the fireplace, and I'm in my big daddy chair. And you're here curled up on my lap, my little bunny. We're by the fire, and I've got my tea, and books all around us. Little sculptures and things. Little bunny paraphernalia all over the place. Maybe some framed bunny artwork from your fellow bunnies or from you. We just exist here in this own little place of perfection. I might even call this the library. I keep calling it my studio, but maybe it's the library. Oh, little bunny. This is garden history being made right now. Garden history right here. You and me, little bunny, and we're part of it. I love being on this adventure with you. So much fun. Okay, shall we try this, Steve? Here we go. It's the throat coat again. I don't think it coats the throat. I think it's just fun to say. No wonder storytellers like it. Okay. Now, to be a scientist, because your daddy is also quite scientifically minded, you have to tell me whether my voice gets better from this moment or whether it was better in the intro. And that's how you know. You got your A and your B, and you see which is better. And if they're the same, then it doesn't matter whether it's throat coat or not. So, maybe this chair is too creaky. Maybe it's a one-time deal. You can tell me if you like the creaky chair. You can email me, Lindy at lindysgarden.com or daddy at lindysgarden.com, whichever you prefer. And I'm going to go to this website here because for this Sleepy Bunny episode, as the budding storyteller that your daddy is in the library by the fireplace, aka candle, and with the tea, and with you curled up on my lap as I'm in the story chair. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Oh, God, my laptop is in a weird spot. We'll have to figure out the good laptop spot. It's all a process, little bunny. Everything is a process, getting better and better and better. And we shall begin and continue this process. This chair is so creaky. This is not the permanent chair, but I have my eye on a very specific chair that I will inherit. Except it's probably going to be even more creaky, but at least it'll be iconic. Okay. We're going to continue getting better at putting you to sleep, little bunny. You and me together, we're going to make up a story, and I have here a button. I have a magic button. And this button randomly generates the word. And I will hit the button, and our story will continue. And then I'll hit the button, and the story will continue. And we will go through a story that rambles on and on and on. And the goal is for it to be very, very boring, but safe and cozy. Cozy story with no conflict. Just, shall we get started? Yeah, okay, good. Nice and cozy, little bunny. Because the first word is request. And once upon a time, a daddy requested that his little bunny go to the courtyard market to buy a few food ingredients, namely some scallions. You want a little cooking tip from your daddy, little bunny. You want to elevate any home cooking. You want to make your dish be like, wow, this little bunny is so gourmet and knows how to cook. The answer is scallions. You chop them up between the white end and the green end. There's like some middle ones that you have to kind of decide which one, whether that goes in the white or the green end. And the white ones you cook the dish with. So let's say you're making some eggs. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, you want to make incredible, impressive eggs if you eat eggs. You toss in the white scallions as you cook the egg. And then when you take the egg off the heat and you put it on the plate, you sprinkle some of the green scallions on top. You want to know an even more dastardly cooking secret is you can get a pair of scissors that are just for cooking. And you don't have to chop up the scallions. You can literally just cut with scissors some scallions into your eggs while they cook, and some scallion greens onto your eggs when it's done. And you have an elevated breakfast made at home. Nice and easy. And it can be done with tofu egg too if you want to be vegan. So, in our story, once upon a time, a daddy named Daddy Lindy requests that his bunny go to the bunny market in the courtyard, like the farmer's market, and pick up some scallions. And then we hit the button, and the next word is aware. And the little bunny, who is you, and who is very cute and is very sleepy, and keeps yawning in my lap as I stroke your bunny head. The sleepy bunny says, Daddy, you are aware that I just got back from travel and I'm so jet lagged and I just need to sleep. I just need to sleep, Daddy. I need to sleep. First word was a request. The second word was aware. Daddy requested that his little bunny go buy the scallions. Little bunny said, but Daddy, you are aware how tired I am. I am a sleepy bunny. I am but a sleepy bunny. How could I possibly go to the courtyard and buy? The next word is... it is jet, actually. He said, Daddy, I am jet lagged. So the first word was request. And then it was aware. And then jet. Request the scallions. But Daddy, are you aware how tired I am? I am jet lagged. The next word from the button is variation. And your Daddy Lindy says, you sleepy little bunny. You tell me some variation of excuse every time I need you to go do something. This time it's because you said that you were jet lagged. But another time it's because you said you had a splinter in your paw. And then another time you said that you got stung by a bee. There's too many bad things happening to my little bunny. You got, you needed to write a love note because you got flowers from a secret admirer and you needed to write a note in return. So he said, sorry, Daddy, I can't go pick up your throat coat tea from the courtyard market. I like the idea of the courtyard having a market, like a weekend market or something. What do you think? Does the garden operate on a 7-day schedule? I feel like 7 days for a week is such a bad number of days for a week. It's just too many, you know? Let's do, hold on. Let me take a sip of tea. What do you think? Is it like... I think it's 6 days. It's 3 days of work, 3 days of rest. 3 days of work, 3 days of rest. I'm a big fan of that kind of balance. So anyway, variation. I say, you sleepy little bunny, you. Quit yawning, sleepy bunny. Quit yawning. You tell me some variation of excuse every single time. And then in order to get this story moving, your dear daddy Lindy says, here you go. You're going to go do it. And I'm going to attach this bell around your collar. And the bell will continue ringing until you give me the scallions. The bell, of course, prevents you from sleeping. That is so mean of your daddy to put a little bell around your collar. Keeps you from sleeping. And I hit the button and the next word is promise. And I said, promise me, little bunny, that you will not take off this bell collar. These words are so... I need nouns. Okay. So the first word, what was it, little bunny? This is quiz time. Don't fall asleep, it's quiz time. First word was request. We requested the scallions. And then the next word was for some reason you couldn't. What was it? Request, and then what was the second word, little bunny? You said you couldn't because you were jet lagged. It was like excuse, or what was the second word? Request. Was request the second one, and there was a first? I don't remember. Third was jet. It was like some kind of excuse or reason. Was it list? So third was jet. And fourth was variation, I think. Fifth, are we on? We're on promise. So I made you promise, little bunny, not to take off this bell collar that I put around you that keeps you from sleeping. Because your daddy really needs these scallions, because your daddy is cooking either eggs or tofu scramble, depending on your dietary preference. And I'm trying to make us some eggs, little bunny. And you're like, I just want to sleep, daddy, because I'm jet lagged from my travel. I say, little bunny, your daddy needs scallions. Okay. And the next one. The next word on the button is draft. Oh, wait, you had written a letter. No, that was something different. Okay. The next word is draft. And it's, so you draft a note. This is so dumb. What do you draft a note about, little bunny? We gotta get this story moving, right? It's like nothing has happened yet. We're still in the initial conversation we've been through. Like, oh my God, what was that? Okay. So you go to the courtyard and you have the bell around your neck. And there's different people selling different things. And there's people selling watermelons. And the bunny is selling handcrafted jewelry and little textile things that they made, which is another hobby that I promised I would start mentioning as a hobby you can do. It's like sewing and stuff. There's a very emo-looking bunny writing poetry. And like this emo bunny has like the thick eyeliner and like has hair that swoops down to the like jet black hair that kind of swoops to the side. Very edgy, cool looking bunny. And works in this, but this bunny is offering poems, whether for bunny coins or for bunny smooches. And he says, I want to draft you this poem. And my sleepy little bunny, what do you say? You want this? It's pretty good looking. You want this good looking emo bunny to draft you a poem? Of course you say yes. And he sees the delirious look in your eyes and the bell that is ringing, and he's like, you need to sleep. You say, no, I want to sleep so desperately, but my daddy wants me to come to the market, the courtyard market, to get him some scallions. And you conveniently leave out that I'm cooking eggs for the both of us, little bunny. Okay, you keep telling a one-sided story that I'm just trying to keep you awake. But I'm trying to make some elevated eggs for the both of us. Little bunny, you ever think about that? So you say, yes. Cute emo bunny. Will you draft me that poem? And the button is pressed. And the next word is lawyer. And so the emo bunny gives you the poem, and the poem is titled Terms and Conditions. And it's this big long list of wordy, soupy salady, wordy, soupy salad, stringy lingy. And it's, at the end of the poem, it says, accept these terms and conditions, and there's a thing for you to sign it. And emo bunny says, there you go, here's your poem. Here's the draft of your poem. What do you say, little bunny? Do you say thank you? What do you say? You say, thank you for this poem. I would love for you to sign it. And the emo bunny takes the poem titled Terms and Conditions, and it is long and impossible to understand. And he signs the bottom of the Terms and Conditions poem. So right now we began our story with request was the first word. It was something about, he said, but Daddy, I'm too tired. I can't go to the market to buy the scallions. I'm too jet lagged, you said. And I say, little bunny, there's always some variation of request that you... Oh my God, what is that? So I'm going to knock something over. Oh no. Big sounds. Okay, there we go, little bunny. You said, I said you always have some variation of variation of excuse. Then what was it? It was promise. Yeah. I put a bell around on your collar. And I made you promise not to take it off till you come back with the scallions from the courtyard market. And then I send you on your way. And you go. There's a emo bunny, cute bunny boy. Oh shoot, I had to pause 1 second. Cute emo boy selling drafts. Oh, he was selling poems, and he gives you a draft of the poem. And it is titled Terms and Conditions. And per your request, you had him sign it. And the word was lawyer. That's how we got to the terms and conditions one. Okay. Button hit us. Useful is the word. Oh, I use that word so much in the spicy audio that's going up soon. I don't know if I can finish it tonight. I'll finish it tomorrow and post it probably before this podcast goes up. Useful little bunny. And emo bunny boy, whose name is Brazen. You know the word brazen? Let me make sure that's what I think it means. Brazen. Definition. Bold and without shame. Yeah. Brazen the emo bunny. That's such a bad name. Is that a good name? We're going to roll with it. So Brazen the emo bunny says, okay, I've signed these terms and conditions. Now I will be useful to you because my special job is that I can talk back to Daddy because he's my little bunny too. And so you little bunny and Brazen the emo bunny have teamed up. But first you want to go around the market. So he's now your personal assistant. In this market excursion. And because it's a sleepy bunny story that's boring and doesn't have conflict, the two of you decide that you will buy the scallions and then come back to me. And then he can tell me off for putting a bell around your car that keeps jingling, keeping you awake. But maybe I know what's good for you. Maybe I'm trying to reset your sleep cycle, little bunny. I'm just trying to... Oh, the next word is slam. Slam. Because at that moment, a bird slammed into the back of Brazen's head. The bird said, oh my God, it hurt my head. Ow, shit. And like the bird with his wing is like holding his forehead because it hurt so bad. The bird goes, watch where you're going. And Brazen the emo bunny said, such is life, to be smacked in the back of the head by a bird. Don't you agree, little bunny? Do you agree with Brazen's wisdom? That such is life, to be smacked in the back of the head by a bird. Such is life. And then the bird flies off. The next word that the button has given us was admit. Brazen says, I'll admit it, little bunny. I was hoping you would sign the terms and conditions poem and be my assistant. I'll admit that. But he said, it's kind of a fun reversal that I signed it and I'm your assistant now. How does it feel to have a bunny assistant? He says. And before we answer that question, we'll review. I need to blow my nose. I'm going to pause 1 second. Okay. So what do we got? Admit. Yeah. So let's review. We won't go back to the beginning, but we had... Let's see if we can go backwards from here. So we had admit. Was it lawyer before this? I feel like it was. No, it was slam. So we had... So admit was this one. Right before this was slam because the bird. Before that, I think it was lawyer. I think we might have skipped one in there. And before that, it was... Was it draft? Yeah. Before draft, it was... I feel like it was promise, one of these. Maybe that was the second one, was it? Was it like request and then promise? Or am I inventing that? Was promise even on the list? It's so crazy how our memories work. Either I remembered the word promise was number 2, or my mind invented that promise was number 2. So why memories are so dangerous is that your brain can play tricks on you so easily when it comes. Not even just in terms of what happened or didn't happen, but it'll make you think that bad times were so good. And it'll sometimes make you forget about some of the good times. And it just blows things all out of proportion. Something bad or embarrassing happens. Your brain is like, this is the biggest deal in the world, and it's really not. It's okay. It's okay. So much more fun anyway to just exist in the present and the future. I love the present and the future. Past doesn't really matter so much, does it? It really doesn't matter so much. Present and the future. That's where the fun is at. That's where we get to be the most active. That's where we get to do things. And so, Emo Bunny Brazen is your bunny assistant, and he admits that he wanted you to sign the terms so he could be his bunny assistant. Then we hit the button again. Oh, it's such a good word next. Comfortable. Oh, shit. What a way to reveal the word comfortable. I'm sitting in like my new corner and clearly have a lot of stuff to figure out. But we'll figure it out. You might see videos from this corner. This might be a storytelling corner. The story corner of the library. The story corner of the library. So cool. So this is our little filming set. Good stuff in the future with you and me, little bunny. Good stuff coming in the future. And so, you and Brazen go find you buy the scallions, but you don't want to go back to me yet. You want to go to a little spot overlooking the water on a hill under the shade of a tree. The two of you sit there on a picnic blanket. It's already there. What's a bunny thing there's bunnies whose job it is to find good spots and lay out a picnic blanket. So a bunny had found a good spot for you guys and had laid out a picnic blanket for you. And there you go, a perfect picnic blanket spot, all ready for you and Brazen. And it's nice and comfortable. And lucky for you, your daddy doesn't like annoying sounds. So the bell that I made you wear around your collar turns into just a kind of gentle wind chime as you hear the ocean waves come in and out. I don't know if it's an ocean, it's like a lagoon or something. I think it's a lagoon. But there's little waves coming in and out. You can hear them crashing on the rocks, just gently at the bottom of the hill. You and Brazen are just comfortable, lying outside in the shade. The air is fresh and clean. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you have to figure out. Just exist here with just you and Brazen. I want to be there too. I feel I'm getting left out. I feel like you're mad at me in this story. It's okay, you can be mad at me, little bunny. Even if you ever get mad at me, you won't lose me so easily. Always, always here for you. You've always got me. So, that's maybe why Brazen is so comfortable talking back to me. Oh, Brazen is a handful. Brazen's a bratty emo bunny. But I love him. The next word is payment. And you say, Brazen, my assistant bunny, how do I pay you for being my assistant bunny? Brazen said, oh, no, hold on, there's sounds in the hallway. I said, oh no, I channeled my inner lawyer for that poem, and I made sure that payment is completely in favor of whomever's giving the contract, whatever. So he says, I don't know. He says, you can pay me in bunny kisses. And you say, Brazen, how brazen of you. You want me to pay for your assistantship in kisses, in bunny kisses? Brazen says, hell yeah, that's what I said. This is turning into a spicy audio. I recorded a spicy audio last night, which I'm working on today, chopping it together. It's got to add some sound effects and stuff. The next word is straighten. And you straighten right up, little bunny. And he straightens right up in more way than one when you give him for his bunny kiss. This is not supposed to be how a sleepy time story goes. Oh, next one is beat. Like, okay, I'm gonna be waking you up. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Straighten up to the beat. So good. Okay. Pursuit is the next word. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me out? This random word generator wants us to go naughty. Agency. Okay. I don't like this word generator. These are so dumb. The next one is summer. Okay, so after an unspecified amount of time and an unspecified category of activities takes place out overlooking the lagoon on the picnic blanket in summertime in the garden, you and Brazen fall asleep even though you promised me you wouldn't. Meanwhile, I'm over here like slowly stirring the eggs, waiting for the scallions to arrive. And you're sleeping like a naughty, sleepy little bunny. Sleeping, sleeping, sleepy. Sleepy bunny, I've gotten you, my sleepy bunny. I really hope this is still recording. I'm going to be so upset. Okay, we're good. You, my sleepy, sleepy, sleepy bunny. Just napping with Brazen. As you overlook the lagoon under the tree in the shade. He's your assistant, just for the day, let's say. Because he wrote you a poem named Terms and Conditions, and you got him to sign it. How clever of you, little bunny. And before that, I sent you to get the scallion greens. There were bunnies selling jewelry, either for bunny coins or for bunny kisses. And textiles, sewing. Sold for either bunny coins or bunny kisses. And before that, you'd made all kinds of excuses that you couldn't. I couldn't do the stuff I need you to do, like you got a bunny splinter, or you got stung by a bee, or you got flowers from a secret admirer, and you had to write a note in reply. You know what happens at that very moment. It's Brazen. pulls out a little note. He's got a little leather bunny jacket, faux leather bunny jacket. He pulls out from it a note that you had written, little bunny, to your secret admirer who had sent you flowers. And Brazen looks at you while you're asleep, you're a sleepy little bunny. You snooze and snooze. Brazen rereads the note that you wrote him in response to the flowers that he got you. And click the button one last time, and I'll still stay here for a while, but now I want to click it one last time. It's broken. No, there's no more random words. The word number thing is broken. So he just tucks it back in his faux leather jacket and snuggles up next to you. Because there's nothing more that needs to be said. Just cuddling in the shade with Brazen, your emo bunny boyfriend, who's also my little bunny Brazen. I love my little bunny Brazen just as much as I love you, little bunny. Garden is full of love. There's so much love to go around. There's so much love in our future together. You and me and all your fellow bunnies do. Such a loving, beautiful garden. And you dream wondering what I did with the eggs, and you dream that I ate them and that I had the scallions. You dreamt that you gave me the scallions. And that we shared eggs, elevated eggs together. What happened in real life, little bunny, is I grinned, knowing that I had succeeded in my plan of giving you a nice little nap time with a bunny who loves you very much, or who's got a crush on you at least. And I schemed to have you two together, and I gave you that little bell to give you pleasant sounds to make it nice and peaceful. And perhaps I have a little sense of everything that's going around in the garden. Maybe I can't literally see everything that goes around, but I have a way of just sprinkling dust in the air in just the right way. Make things align, as you know, little bunny. I have that way of just nudging everything just a little bit so that good things happen for you. And aren't you lucky to have a powerful daddy who can bend reality? No sci-fi daddy. No sci-fi and sleepy bunny. So now I'm going to my creaky story chair by the campfire in the library. I'm going to finish, or at least work out my tea. So I'm just gonna sip it. I'll be here for a while. That's right, it's not the garden studio, it's the garden library. Sorry. I don't think there's anything more for me to say. I might just just hang out for a little bit, drink some tea. I like telling you stories. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of it. Future is so good for us, little bunny. You have no idea what good stuffs are coming for you and me. Such good things on the horizon for us. Good things coming for you and for me. Good things on the horizon for you and for me. Once upon a time, bunny. Shit. Once upon a time, Daddy sent his bunny to get the scallions. poet named Brazen signed the bottom of the page. And together they eloped. What do you think? Should I write you a real poem tomorrow morning? I think I'll write you a real poem tomorrow morning. I can't give you a bad poem like that. Remember the words. What were the words? It's a promise. Now it's a request. Promise, maybe or maybe not. Chat. Draft. And then the lawyer. And then the slam. And then a variation was on there. There was some kind of vague words. And then comfortable was there. Comfortable in summer. The last one. Yeah. It's a new day for me, little bunny. I've written you a little poem. And I'll sneak away so you can stay in slumber. Your poem goes like this. You're safe, my sleepy little bunny, as you snooze in the shade of my tree.